in our session we didn't have any of the imaginative approach that we've just heard. I chaired it, asked people some questions and they told me stuff. But it seemed to work. What we discussed really was the barriers that often exist for people becoming councillors, particularly younger people. And there seem to be institutional, organisational barriers as well as sort of psychological and personal issues, personal barriers that prevented people from standing. So one of the things that we were really interested in finding out and exploring this morning was what are those barriers and how can we overcome them. We also had a really interesting, quite intense discussion about the expectations people have of councillors, what they can achieve, what they should be doing, and a really interesting investigation of how we might get more people to stand as elected members, either within parties or across parties. So what the idea we came up was a flat pack for how to become a councillor, available in IKEA and other good shops fairly soon, but put together some ideas that not only encourages people to become and stand as councillors, but also gives them some hints, if you like, about how they might just do that. We also looked at the realities of being a councillor and considered in some detail the disconnect between those that we elect and the people who the electing or potentially can do that electing, and what might what helps to overcome some of that disconnect. And finally, I think my idea for taking this agenda forward was give evidence to the Councillor Commission. It's up, it's running, it has a web presence, there's a call for evidence out. Please submit evidence in any way that you want. You don't have to be a councillor if you're a representative from another organisation. I was thinking of the conversation we were having earlier. If you're a representative from a particular organisation or a concerned resident or whatever, submit evidence about your experiences of working with or as an elected member, and do it in any way that suits you. This is a rolling commission, a rolling investigation. We haven't got a cut-off date that means to say you've only got 3 weeks to get your submission in, and it has to be in 3,000 words and in 0.12 font or anything like that. Submit your evidence in any way you want. If you want to tape something and send me a tape, want to create a video, anything at all. We're just looking for to understand the world of the elected member and the relationship between councillors and indeed the people that they serve and represent. So please submit evidence.